Massive protests erupt in Minna as people trooped out in hundreds of thousands to protest the high cost of living under Pablo Escobar's administration. All roads were blocked, as you can see. While people may be right to question the reason, Northerners didn't troop out to protest during the Buhari administration. What is happening now is actually child's play compared to what happened in the Buhari's administration. If you look at the inflation figures alone from February till now, January till now, it is frightening. And I ask, where are we heading to as a country? Where are we going as a country? Imagine if yesterday light be troop off, at there was power outage at international airport. So my Badorians came under my post, defended that it happened in Kenya. Why did I publish it and everything? And I was like, must you celebrate mediocrity and you call yourself giants of Africa? Anyway, back to the main news. Right now, many poultry farmers are closing their farm because they can no longer afford fees as a result of the high cost. As we all know, many companies are also closing down, leaving Nigeria. GSK and the rest that we all know, they are all leaving Nigeria. Like the saying goes, whenever a person's wake up becomes his money. The most important thing is that they are not protesting the high cost of living. So, as bad as the Buhari administration was, right now it actually look better because Tinubu is doing worst. This was the warning we sounded before election that what is going to happen is going to be from fire to fry pan. This is a man who is very old, who is demented, a man that put on pampers. We all know he just packaged what we are seeing on camera. This man wear pampers is demented. How can this person rule a country? The Buhari he brought, we saw it. We said this is fry pan. This guy that is coming, this is fire. Buhari that Tinubu that is coming is going to be fry pan. They will do listing. Despite the high cost of living now, the pains in Nigeria, the agonies in Nigeria, how can people still come on that source video and be defending? I ask myself, must you, because of tribal sentiment, religious sentiment, and be defending mediocrity, defending evil? And the worst of us, some of us who are publishing all this stuff, most of us, we are not based in Nigeria. Like this guy, Papa Kevin, most of the a whole lot of them, we are not based in Nigeria. We feel the pain for our people. We know how governance is supposed to be as a result of where we reside. How come those who are right inside the country, because of tribal sentiment, religious sentiment, they defend such insanity, such absurdity, such mediocrity? Is sickening, is insane. So what is actually happening now is not as if it's a surprise to most of us. So it's not a surprise to majority of us. You understand? It is not about grabbing it, snatching it, running with. No, it's to know what to do with the power you snatch. It's to know what to do with the power you grab. It's to know what you didn't get in Alakata that you grab, you snatch and run away with it. It's to know what to do with it. Dear Nigeria, before I proceed in this video, can you please drop your opinion in the comment section? With the way things are going, does it look like Pablo Escobar Thief Tinubu know his right from his left? Does it look like Pablo Escobar Thief Tinubu he know what he's doing? Does it look like Pablo Escobar and his deputy Osama bin Laden? Do they look like people that have the ability, the capacity, capability to move the country forward? If you think so, please drop your opinion at the comment section. If you don't think so, I want to also hear from you at the comment section. Let's proceed with it. So whether Pablo Escobar grab his snatch or whatever, what matter is about governance. Yes, you have grabbed it. Yes, you have snatched it. Okay, why are you not governing the people rightly? How can a bag of rice right now is sold at almost 70,000 naira, for heaven's sake? Even cement that is mined and bagged in Nigeria, that is not imported, is very, very expensive. How can people build any longer? How can listen? There's a way. One can be having some money, saving some money. When you now see the cost, the reduction of price is made, not too expensive. You understand? You'll be ready to say, okay, rather than saving this money, let me go into building. Rather than keeping this land, let me go. Who want to build now? Who can still afford the cement? Who can? Where are we going to in Nigeria? I ask again. Just in case you don't know, let me make this note to you. Cheap cement, it encourages investment in the construction industry. Go and find out. Expecting Pablo Escobar government to do the right thing, to lead the country aright, is setting one set up for disappointment. They can't even handle the high, the high cost, in food inflation. not to talk of cement. Look at the price of egg. During the Buhari's administration a few months ago, it hovers around 2,000. But right now, it over around 2,000 per crate. But right now, per crate is over 3,500. Just less than a year. Just some months ago. Some months ago. We said that what you saw in Buhari's government is going to be a joke compared to what you're going to see in Pablo Escobar government. How can the price of dollar double under in space of how many months? Come on, of taking over power. Excuse me. If I may ask, where is Nigeria headed? It can only be doom. And like the saying goes, power never concedes anything unless you demand for it. This massive protest in Minna forced the deputy governor of Niger State to come and address the protesters. Just imagine this kind of protest happens in most cities in Nigeria. The government will have no option than they will be forced to intervene. They will be forced to do the right thing. But I notice that Nigerians are just too comfortable in their comfort zone. Not actually they are comfortable, but they are comfortable in their adversity. With this kind of protest in every part of Nigeria, nothing will stop the government from intervening. Or at least they will stop all the useless policies that is responsible for the high inflation, especially in the area of food. If the citizen becomes so poor now that they can no longer afford meal to eat, they can no longer afford food to eat as a result of the devaluation of the naira, I ask, what is the job? What is not the duty of the government? Just so you know, food is the basic need of man. Food. You cannot come to a point you cannot afford food. It therefore means you cannot afford education. You can't afford, attending treatment of health, and you can't afford to any other thing. You can't when you can no longer afford common food. What is the job of the government? Is it not to make life easier for the people? Is it not to make life easier for our citizens? Were they voted in, or did they snatch power to go and embezzle funds, to go and ride on the people, only to go and showcase I was once this, I was once that? Is that their job? The job of the government is to make life easy for the people, is to take the well-being of our people as a topmost priority. The government is not a charity, true, but the government caused this problem on Nigerians. The government is responsible for this problem by devaluing the naira, by snatching power, grabbing power when they know they have no idea of what to do. I use this video now, this opportunity, to call on all Nigeria under the sound of my voice. You are in Nigeria, start getting ready. If this can happen in Niger State, it should be happening in Lagos. It should be happening in Edo State. It should be happening in Delta State. It should be happening in every other part of the north. Everyone in Nigeria, sit up now. If you are not in Nigeria, start mobilizing your people. The government has got to do something. Imagine the power outage yesterday now at our international airport. Isn't that a slap and a shame on you as in Nigeria abroad? Isn't that a shame? Just when we mobilize for the election, the time has come. We've got to mobilize our citizens against this satanic and devilish government. The time has come. Thanks for watching. Please, if you are not an enemy of Nigeria, like this video and share it in other platforms you belong. God bless you. I will see you in my next video.